Hello. So you've just started using Instructure Canvas, the new LMS. And you may have heard, either because you have friends who teach at other institutions that use Canvas, or you might have heard some of your ID trainers or your IES trainers or other people talk about how often Canvas updates everything compared to what Blackboard used to do. Canvas updates every 3 weeks. They change over what they call their instance every 3 weeks. The fact that they do it so often means most of the changes are minor and just happen more frequently. But how do you keep track of all this? How do you know whether or not what they're changing, those updates, those enhancements, those additional features that they add, are actually something that you might be interested in using, or at least that you would like to be aware of? Well, we've created a spot for you to go and get access to all of this stuff anytime you want to. So into the EdTech guide, which you can get to at guides.baker.edu/edtech, this particular link is in every Canvas shell, every Canvas master. But there you can get to it from anywhere you have access to the internet with that URL. You'll notice in the menu here along the side we have this area called Canvas for instructors and Canvas for students. So you'll go into the Canvas for instructors area, and we have a list of a bunch of different things that are places where you can find some basic information, some basic uses, some basic tutorials about some of the more common features of the Canvas LMS. So if you look down the center stage here, we have this Baker College Canvas page. Here's the overview, and right underneath the overview is the Canvas release notes. So as it says here, Canvas operates on an update release cycle of every 3 weeks. Canvas has additional notes that go out called beta release notes, and that is really just kind of, here's what's on our radar, here's things we're working on, here's things we're thinking about. The actual release notes are what's important and valuable to you, so you can get an idea of what's new, what features have been added, what features have been enhanced, and in case something may have been moved or deleted, that's also important to know as well. So everybody's always on the same release of Canvas. There's no version 1, version 3, version 2017, 2018. There's only one version of Canvas, and everybody on the whole planet is using that release version of Canvas. So it's important to know when that happens. So how do you get access to that? Well, we have the link right here for you that takes you to the Canvas release notes page. And so you can see recent release notes along the side here. This is the last 4 of them, but you can click here and get access to more. You can get the full release notes and read all of the details. You can get user summaries. You can watch release summary videos. You can get involved in a chat area and ask some questions. Updated features are listed here down the middle, so if you wanted to see what some of these new updates are. And here's the next one, that's that 7.14. Here's the details of that release. And as you can continue to scroll down, here's the previous 6.23, that kind of thing. So you can just, if what you're interested in for this particular release is what did they do differently related to discussions, you can go right here as opposed to surfing through a long list. There's also activity tab that you can take a look at. You can see people talking back and forth. The Canvas community is a great place to go and ask questions. Just read, look around at what's going on. Early on, when I was trying to figure out how to do something, I remember one morning about 9 o'clock, something I couldn't figure out how to do. So I went out to the Canvas community and just asked the question. By 9:30, I had 2 responses. By 5 p.m. that evening, I had 72 responses of people trying to help me. So the community is a great place to go and find out additional information for something you're trying to figure out how to do. You can also use the Content tab, and you can see what specific content is being talked about. They have these broken down by specific release notes and people asking questions, and you can see that some of these do get a lot of play. And so there's a lot of information that you can look at to learn about using some of those new features yourself. Now you also have the ability to log in, follow, share, and participate in the community should you wish to do that and be part of the interaction if you just don't want to be on the receiving side of things. And also, you can go in and subscribe to the release notes page. Now, you can always go back to the EdTech Guide all the time. However, if you are interested, you can actually, through the Canvas site, you can subscribe to the release notes. And anytime there is a release note that goes out, along with all the beta release notes, you'll get that sent to your email. And from your email, you can click on that link and it'll take you right into Canvas to show you this stuff that is on this current site. And you get kind of an early preview for the beta, the things that they're kind of thinking about, that they have on their roadmap, that they're putting some time and effort and programming into, some additional features, or you can see in the actual release notes what's going to be coming in the next instance update. So hopefully this was helpful for you. There will be additional information coming out in the EdTech Guide, additional tutorials about some of the tools as we really get into using it, and provide some additional ideas for some of these tools and what you can use them for. Thanks.